Good morning, and welcome to DevOpsDays Phx 2018. My name is Jonathan Losley. I'm one of the members of the Phoenix DevOps Meetup Group and an organizer for this year's DevOpsDays Phoenix. If this is your first DevOps Days, welcome. And if you were here last year, welcome back. DevOps Days is a different type of conference. It's an event that happens in many different cities across the globe every year, making it a series of local events with a global presence. If you are new to the idea of DevOps, or if you've been incorporating DevOps practices into the way your organization operates for many years, you are in the right place. I saw a tweet last week from Matt Stratton, one of the co-hosts of Arrested DevOps podcast, and the tweet said, "Fill in the blank. It's not DevOps if blank." There were a lot of great replies, some I disagreed with, some were very clever, some were just plain facetious. The word DevOps means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but one of the themes that runs true is a theme of collaboration and the fact that you can never be done implementing DevOps. If you've begun your DevOps journey, congratulations. You'll be on that journey perpetually. DevOps is a focus on process improvement. There's always a better way to do things. Anyone who writes code or builds infrastructure knows that you're only ever really happy with your work for a short period of time. Maybe you come back and look at your work a year later and feel disappointed or embarrassed by it. This implies that the only true way to be perpetually happy about your work is to be continually changing it. Iterate. Do it again. Improve or try to do better, to be better. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it gets worse. But doing nothing is not DevOps. If you've been in the industry long enough, you've experienced the long hours, broken culture, and massive technical debt that plagues low-performing IT organizations. Maybe you're currently working in such an environment and hope to make some improvements along the way. DevOps has given us a solution to delivering faster and better software. And along the way, it's changed the way we think about people and process. Planning and preparing for this conference has been an exercise in iteration. We've made some improvements from last year, but still have some things we'd like to change in the future. Today, we invite you to take in as much as possible and return to your organization and team with some new and challenging ideas. Ask questions of each other and spend time listening to conversations. Whether it's another attendee in the same session, a speaker in the hallway, or a sponsor at the booth, we have so much collective knowledge and experience here today. Everyone has a great DevOps story about where they are and how they operate. There's such a large tech presence here in Phoenix. We hope that the event today will help you iterate and improve and refine your respective DevOps practices and build our local DevOps community along the way. Welcome again to DevOps Days Phoenix 2018. So I will make a couple announcements now, and then we can get going. Right now, you are in the amphitheater, and this is where the morning and afternoon keynotes take place. We have two other rooms, Pinal and Pima, for breakout session talks. Just outside those doors, you'll find signs directing you down the hallway to the left to get to those rooms. This year, we have 3 tracks covering a wide variety of DevOps topics. The Getting Started and Advanced tracks will be in the session breakout rooms, and the Case Studies or Fail Stories or Anecdote track will be in this room. The Anecdote track will feature some speakers sharing their own stories and case studies, as well as some open and moderated discussion. This room will be the literal conference part of the conference. Participants will get to share stories, talk about failures and successes, bounce around crazy ideas, and learn how others are solving similar real-world problems. So that'll kind of be going on throughout the day in this room. We've got a lot of great prizes to give away for participants. For our philanthropy this year, DevOps Days Phoenix will be making donations to 2 nonprofits. Girl Develop It provides affordable programs for adult women interested in learning web and software development in a judgment-free environment. They have a local chapter here in Phoenix. For more information, go to girldevelopit.com. And Science Foundation of Arizona is a public-private partnership created to help strengthen and diversify Arizona's economy by investing heavily in education and STEM programs. Their website is sfaz.org. And we've also done something a little different as well. We've partnered with a local organization called Care and Joy Packages, and they provide easily accessible care packages to give out to people in need. They have a booth right in the sponsors area, and you can stop by their table to pick up a free care package that you can toss in your car or carry with you, and if you see someone in need, you can just hand it out. And also, we'll be donating the leftover conference socks to that organization. There's a strict code of conduct for our event today with a no-tolerance policy. Speakers, sponsors, organizers, and attendees have all agreed to abide by it. If you have any issues, please find an organizer to help you. And organizers are wearing red shirts. We are going to try to keep the day on schedule, so be aware of the session times, and keep in mind you'll have to traverse this room to get to the breakout sessions. As you move through the building today, please be mindful. This is a place of business, and there are many people here trying to get some work done. There will be a happy hour after the event at the Larry, which is the restaurant in the front of the building. There'll be some light appetizers, and if you keep your raffle ticket, which you have not yet received, you will be able to redeem that ticket for a free drink. Lunch will be available at noon out in the sponsors area. Feel free to eat in any of the 3 conference rooms or outside or in the sponsors area. It's going to be a little crowded, but we ask that you please do not use the seating in the restaurant. All of the restaurant seating is reserved for the restaurant patrons. If you have any questions today, Galvanized event staff are wearing galvanized t-shirts, and event organizers are wearing a red DevOps Days Phx t-shirt. We have a group of awesome sponsors this year. They have funded a large part of this event, and we would not be able to have pulled it off without them. There's a lot of really interesting products and services that they have to offer. Please take some time to stop by their tables in the sponsors area and check them out. Before we hear each keynote, we'd like to acknowledge their involvement and give them a couple minutes to tell you about their business and to pitch their company to us. So we're going to go ahead and start with Allstate. This is Nick from Allstate to tell you a little bit about them.
Morning. Welcome to DevOps Days. I'm Nick. I work at Allstate in a group called the Composed Labs. We're an 80-year-old insurance company that's reinventing ourselves from the ground up. We have many principles we live by. Here's a few I decided to share today. Is the group I work in is automation engineering, and we practice Agile XP, which is the very heart of what DevOps is. We're passionate about this stuff. We have in-house UX designers, which means we're not just writing automation scripts and trying to do things a little bit faster. We're actually building products that are good enough to put on t-shirts, right? So it's a fun place to work. You'll find an Allstater. We have some here with Deploy a Dactyl t-shirts on it. It's a product we've open sourced. We also believe in work-life balance. So being home for dinner is an important thing. The deadlines, so much work fits in so much time, and we're aware of that. We manage our backlogs using Agile XP practices. But I'd invite you to visit our booth. Talk to Megan over there. She's wonderful. Happy to see so many of you here. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Very good. We'd like to invite Leah up from ISOS to tell you a little bit about them.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Welcome to DevOps Days. My name is Leah Wood. I'm a business development manager with ISOS Technology. ISOS is an Atlassian solutions partner. We hold our platinum badge, which is the highest distinction you can have within the Atlassian ecosystem. We started in 2005 as a custom software development company, and day 2 of opening our doors, we purchased the Atlassian tools to manage our consulting practice. And through transparency with our clients back then, we let them know we were using the Atlassian tools, Jira and Confluence, and they really saw how well they worked for our organization, our productivity, how efficient we were with getting their projects completed. And as a result of that, started requesting that, hey, can you help us implement the applications like you did in your organization for our teams? It was more kind of a client like, hey, we've got a good relationship with each other, help us kind of do this side job. And that side job started to take up over 50% of our billable time. And as a consulting agency, you can imagine that's kind of a big deal. So in 2008, we started offering Atlassian consulting services, and then since then have grown to become 100% Atlassian shop. We still create custom software today, but just for our clients with an Atlassian focus, whether it's integration with a legacy system that they built, integrating certain billing systems, or just anything that you have a vested interest in as a client. And it's all kinds of training, customizations, best practices, integrations with applications, migrations from legacy systems, kind of anything that you're willing to kind of go through. And then in speaking to the DevOps journey, what does that mean using the Atlassian tools? How do you accomplish that continually? And it's not just an Atlassian focus. We understand that obviously there are other technologies and applications that really do bring kind of the whole picture together and keep that infinity DevOps symbol going. So please feel free to stop by our booth and ask me any questions about our expertise. We've got a lot of great swag that we'd love to give to you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And last, we'd like to invite up Alex Klein to tell you a little bit more about Sumo Logic.
Hello, I'm Alex Klein, Solutions Engineer with Sumo Logic. So what is Sumo Logic? We're a fully managed cloud-native machine data analytics platform. So machine data being your logs and metrics from your custom applications, web servers, databases, cloud services. We can ingest all that, make it searchable, dashboardable, alertable, providing full stack visibility. I have a number of native integrations with AWS, GCP, Azure. We can also ingest data from workloads in Kubernetes very easily. Just takes a few minutes to get that set up. In addition to operational intelligence, we're also a security analytics tool. So we can take your security sources, provide out-of-the-box searches and alerts for those. So you can get security insights as well too. We also have a in-product integration with CrowdStrike Threat Intelligence database. So we can provide any visibility into any potential indicators of compromise. If you'd like to see a demo, just right out there. Thank you.